This right here is my nerd cupboard where I put all the nerdy things from games, movies, anything that I really want. It's got everything from my Xbox 360 games, which I sadly don't have my Xbox 360 anymore, had to sell it, and my Xbox One games, which is my pride and joy, my Xbox One, it's so nice, as well as the headphones I use for when I'm either streaming or gaming online. I'm not much of an online gamer, but when I do play online, it's normally to hear the people or talk to people that you're gaming with in a party. My pride and possession in here is my mini Vault Boy from Fallout. I got him at the midnight launch from when I actually used to work at Game. He was free, but the game was 50% off because of my discount, which was amazing because I got to play the game at midnight on the day it was launched. This here is my gaming station. It's normally a lot messier with like Coke cans and crisp packets. And this obviously here is my Xbox One. I've named her Edie from Mass Effect obviously. And I think I've got about 4 storage units to her because I've just filled them up with games. So I think I've got about 1 terabyte of storage now. And I think I might need more because I'm filling that up very, very quickly. Just to show you just how much I love Mass Effect, here is a tattoo from the game. It's actually from the bad guys. That's why everybody calls me a traitor whenever they know the game and see the tattoo.
I've always played games since I was younger, like on PlayStation, and I just enjoy playing games from a young age. So there's lots of enjoyment for me. Like I enjoy playing them on the night and when I go home, and they also bring like a social aspect to my life. Like a lot of my friends I've met through playing games. It's good. It's like friendship, and I think like you play better when you like play with friends and have fun, because at the end of the day that's what games are for.
She's really kind, she's honest, and she's always she always listens to you if you need someone to talk to.
She never really flames or anything like that. And like if you screw up, she just laughs about it, and because she screws up sometimes, she just laugh about that. Like she's very a feel-good player.
So one of my big memories is coming to the League Society, and that was the first time I've ever really done anything social around games, like outside of my like usual friends. And one thing I noticed when I went there was I was the only girl. There was 12 guys and me, and I think it's quite funny. Like they're all lovely people, and I enjoy being with them, hanging out with them, playing games. But sometimes it is a bit odd that I'm the only girl, I guess, a bit like the odd one out.
It's really nice to have someone who actually enjoys playing support, because that's always a problem with playing League, is trying to get someone who actually wants to do that role. And then when people are forced into it, they're often not very good at it. But Hazel's actually quite good at doing it, so she enjoys it, and then we're all being happy as a team because we know that we've got someone who mains that role.
Hello and welcome back to Horrid Carrot Gaming. Today we're going to be playing the survival mode on Alien Isolation, and to start off, Ashley is going to be on the controls.
And I'm going to die very soon.
I think on this survival mode you have to... Do you have to get somewhere, or do you have to run away?
I think you have to get to the top floors.
Oh, there's points, look.
Yeah, you have to on survival mode, you have to do it within a certain amount of time. Most of the funny things have been when me and my YouTube partner have been recording. Like when we were recording Outlast last week, he just couldn't move in the game because he was so scared. He was like this all the time, and he thought it was going to be a quick time event, and he was like, please don't kill me. He died. But that's how scary that game is, and that's how terrible we are at actually playing that game. So that's quite funny. And just like in-game footage, you know when something funny happens in a game, you just instantly record it. Normally the bad things for female gamers happen when they're playing online and they're talking to parties of people. Like, I was once told to get back in the kitchen and make the guy a sandwich. Now that guy was probably 12 years old, but still, you learn to ignore it. And I found it quite funny, really, because it was such a stereotypical male thing to say. But other than that, no, I think I've been quite lucky in the experiences I've had with male gamers, because most of my friends are gamers as well, female and male, so I've been quite lucky in that aspect.
I've had mostly good experiences, but I think there is some like stereotypes about girls playing games. Like they're expected to be not as good as guys or something. Or something. I think sometimes it's like they want to play with you because you're a girl, but at the same time they think you're bad. It's like they kind of look down on you a little bit. Like they think they're better than you because they're a guy, but then they're still like happy because you're a girl. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like you can get away with being a bit worse, but at the same time they expect it. It's not because they think you're... In the UK there is some gender stereotypes about, but like I've studied a little bit about it in children, and I think it's better in England than other places, but it also can be worse. It could be better or worse. I think, yeah, most people expect you to be a little bit girly and things, but it's not going to affect your life if you play games or do sports or something like that. It can be a bit like sometimes, because there's only two of us and we're not always both there, so sometimes it can be only one, and it feels like a bit like the odd one out. But when we're both there, it's like better, I guess. Like you can talk more like girl stuff. I've watched a little bit. I'm not like the most like I watch it all the time, but I do like watching them sometimes. But it is mostly guys playing and these things. And yeah, I think it's a bit underrepresented. Like I understand that like in world competitions it's supposed to be the best in the world, and if there's no girls that are the best in the world, then I understand why they're not there. But I think in general, like in the whole thing, that they're a bit underrepresented, and they should have more like... I think like the companies don't advertise towards girls as well because of it, because they just don't see girls as playing games as much.
If I could swear, I would tell them to F off. But most of the time, you just kind of ignore them or laugh, because they're all trolls. All the haters are trolls. They just want attention and they want to get a rise out of you. So other than that, just tell them to F off and continue with your gaming. Just do it. If you want to do something, do it. Don't let anyone else's opinion stop you from doing what you want to do. If you want to play games, and don't stop because someone else thinks it's stupid.